You wake up 2 hours late for work. Would you still go? Why/why not? When I wake up on time I still have this dilemma. Yep. I'm usually punctual and my boss is not a huge pain in the ass. Also, if I don't go, the clients are more of a pain than my boss and the next day I'd have to overwork myself to catch up on work. Op seems to be 2 hours late but still wants some advice. For my job? I'd get an official warning if I was 2 hours late. If I didn't show up at all I'd likely get fired. Late doghouse. No call no show fired guy. Better to show up late than never. Yes. I have flexible work hours and as long as I fulfill my work duty within the month, I'm okay. No. Flight would be cancelled. And I'd probably be in big trouble. There's this thing in Germany we call Gleitzeit. It lets you come and go whenever you want between 7 o'clock and 2000 hours as long as you fulfill your daily target time. So you basically have 13 hours time to get your 7 to 8 hours of work done at it. Spelling and wow this blew up lol. I'd still go in. My job is home-based and salaried though. As long as I work an hour I get credit for a full day. Back when I was bartending, same answer. Being late in the service industry is putting your work onto someone else. Get there so whoever is covering for you can go home or so everyone's workload becomes more manageable. Yeah. It's still your job, and if you work 8-hour days, you'll still have 6 to go. Maybe you can stay late to make up the time? Regardless, oversleeping is a common screw-up. It doesn't mean that you just take the whole day off. You just go in late. This is basically how I do it. 1. I wake up and realize I'm 2 hours late. 1. Am I hungover? 1. Yes, call in sick 2. No, go in and bring donuts, biscuits, bagels for everyone to make up for it 2. Am I sick? 1. Yes, but I don't feel horrible, work from home 2. Yes, and I feel like death, call in sick 3. No, go in and bring donuts, biscuits, bagels for everyone to make up for it 3. Is the late commute going to be abysmal because of traffic incidents? 1. Yes, work from home 2. No, go in and bring donuts, biscuits, bagels for everyone to make up for it 4. Do I feel stressed from work lately? 1. Yes, call in sick and take a mental health day 2. No, go in and bring donuts, biscuits, bagels for everyone to make up for it. Nope. My job has a point-based attendance policy. Being late less than 1 hour is half a point, over an hour is 1 point. Calling off is also 1 point. We can call off up to 3 hours into our shift. After 3 it is considered a no-call no-show, which is worth 3 points. #X200B, so no, it isn't worth even going to work by their policy. My current job? No, it's stucking hell and it makes me miserable. But in general yeah I would go. I would. I wouldn't rush however. You're already late. Might as well do things right. Take that shower, have that coffee and listen to that audiobook on the way like you're supposed to be late. When you get to work, plan your tasks and go to town on them. Panicking about a bad situation will not change what has happened. Edit. I have crippling anxiety and I usually strive to get places at least 15 minutes early. But if I'm hours late, it'll be like an overdrive of anxiety to the point that I'd be numb. So the calmness for me really is a manifestation of autopilot setting for a normal human. Also gracias por la plata, kind stranger. I employ about 200 people across a few businesses. For most of those businesses a no-call no-show is basically the end. It puts you on the express path to termination. For most of those businesses, being 2 hours absent, then calling, then coming in the rest of your shift or regular day isn't even recorded by our or managers. For most of those businesses, being 2 hours absent, Then calling in and taking a PTO day is just recorded as a PTO day. The same as if you scheduled it. Call, apologize to your boss, act professionally, and all will be forgotten within a week or so. Just act the way you'd want to be treated. I'm still in school, so I only work weekends, but yes. They may be angry, but offer to make up the time by maybe working an extra day. It wouldn't make the situation better, but they'd probably appreciate it. I've done both. The first time I was honest, called as soon as I woke up, told my boss I overslept and that I'd be going as soon as possible. Then a few months later, the same happened. It was a Monday morning, called in sick and sat at my couch for the whole day doing absolutely nothing. It was glorious. It also depends a lot on many different factors, what kind of job it is, how screwed your coworkers could be if you don't show up, if you care about those things. In my case it doesn't affect them at all, how your company manages these situations, how many strikes you have already, and so on. Bottom line, in my personal opinion, is that mental health is really important, so if you need one day off to recharge your batteries, I'd do it. If you're not going just for the sake of it, also, still valid, but be aware of the possible repercussions it may develop. Done this but less than 2 hours. Called ahead and said had a bad nosebleed, it stopped, I am on my way now. Learned this after the nosebleed thing happened for real. My company cares if work is done. I could be late and do the work done, or I can be on time and don't do the same work. In either case they don't care. When shit isn't done, then I get an info that things needs to be done. I'd go straight to the doctor, that is. I'm in military, I can't be 2 hours late cause Encos be knocking at your door for just being 5 minutes late, lol. As an employer, there is nothing more frustrating than a no-show no-call. Calling out 2 hours late isn't great either, but better than nothing. If you come in 2 hours late and apologize for oversleeping, I typically have no issue and appreciate the honesty. Of course. Hey, why didn't you show up at work this morning? Everything okay? Yeah, sorry I overslept. I figured those remaining 6 hours weren't worth the effort anymore to still come over. Okay, cool. Said no boss, ever. Yes. Flat tire. Car crash on the road. Car got towed. You got hit by a car. Or nearly. Yes. Start a bit later, stay a bit longer. ID get a demerit, which my company takes very seriously. 3 demerits and you'll receive a citation. 5 citations and you're looking at a violation. 4 of those and you'll receive a verbal warning. Keep it up and you'll receive a written warning. 2 of those will land you in a world of hurt in the form of disciplinary review written up by Dwight and placed on the desk of his immediate superior. Yes. Worst case scenario is that whatever happens to you if you did not go, happens. That leaves a lot of room for many better case scenarios. Think of it this way, showing up 2 hours late might get you a write-up, while not going may get you fired. Just accept that you made a mistake and move on. There are no need for excuses, just accept responsibility like an adult and hope for the best. Source: a guy that has gone to work 6 hours late before because I stayed out till 3 a.m. drinking in college. I didn't get fired. Yes, as long as you're not on a warning already, they can't fire you for being late. No, at that point it might be better to call in sick and apologize for the late notice. Yes, because I am a teacher, so it's awful when I am gone or have to write subplans, which take hours. They'd have to pull someone for coverage, which means other students aren't getting their support in some way. If they can't find coverage, they'll split my students amongst the other teachers in my grade, which then wreaks havoc on all those teachers' days. Definitely would go in. Nah. I have a 90 commute. I also have 35 PTO days here, so I can afford to burn one if I oversleep by that much. Nah. I get penalized if I'm over 30 minutes no matter what happens. In for a penny, in for a pound. If you wake up 2 hours late for work, you should take the day to reevaluate your life and figure out why the F you're waking up 2 hours late for your job. Yes, absolutely. Bosses for most big kid jobs will be far more understanding and lenient regarding a 2-hour mistake and your respectful redemptive acknowledgement that you've made a mistake. The key is to be honest in a situation like this. If you lie or just no-show, you're heading into possible termination territory.